So if you haven't watched the other videos and you're just interested in preparing for polishing, we finished the decontamination of the car by removing the wax or whatever, if there was anything on the paint. So we removed all of that. And then next step was to get the iron out of the paint with an iron out solution. And then a clay bar was used. So now I have completely sort of clean, sort of decontaminated paint. I just rinsed the car. Now I'm going to dry the car in order to sort of get it prepared for polish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blow it off, which really won't do much because of how there's nothing on the paint to protect it, and so it won't bead up very well. And then we'll sort of work on taping up the car and getting it ready to polish. Oh, this is going to be a long process.
Never noticed that thing ever spit.
So just as you're preparing to polish, just after blowing off the car, I just sort of dry it with I'm not using any drying aid, so I want to be careful not to, buff it out. But I just want to get the water off the car and preparation for tape and polish. Okay, so the paint is really good. Really dialed. I found maybe 1 or 2 scratches. I went through the whole car. I'm going to use Sonex Perfect Finish and see how that looks. Do a single step. I don't need to compound anything on the car. We're going to take a look at the vinyl. I'm not sure that this vinyl is going to survive today. It looks really bad. Like awful. I can't even believe it is swirled worse than you can imagine. And I suspect that's going to be an ongoing problem, even with layers of protection on it. The only scratch I found was this little scratch right here. Where did it go? Right on the fender. But the paint looks really good. Shadow line needs some work. Same thing in the back. There's even a bubble back here in the... So this gives you an idea of how rough this looks. So I'm going to polish it out and see what it looks like. And then the wing is pretty jacked up, so that will need to be fixed. And then this trim sort of piece back here. Anyway, the rest of the paint looks really, really strong. The roof, the hood, the side, the doors, the quarter panels, everything looks pretty good. So I'm just going to jewel it up. There is no way they would put holes in this fender, right? So let's debadger and see what happens. Good. Still okay. I think we're good. Uh-oh. Oh no. I think there's a darn hole in the fender. Why did the companies do that? Looks like the GT350 staying on there, people. There's a hole in the 5. What the heck is this sticky crap here? Sort of stuck in there, so there's a little extra stick on. I need to Gonna pull off. Well, that's kind of crap. So these side pieces stick on with some 3M molding tape. So it looks like our old GT350 is not coming off. You guys that love badges will be super excited about that. Let's just try one more time. I can't believe they would put a hole in the fender to hold that stupid little emblem on. Yeah, there's definitely a piece there, so we'll just push that back on. All right, so no debadging. Okay, so let's see what we're working with here. Let's see if I need to tape the edges of this off. So we're gonna test the, got some dust on here. We're gonna test this spot on the vinyl and see if we can't get it dialed, because it looks bad. Like really bad. But the paint looks really good. It's the beauty of not having anybody ever wash it. So priming this sucker is a Rupes yellow pad. What you doing, buddy? Hey, can you go grab me one of those green towels? Quick. Thank you.
What happened?
You got some polish on it. Okay, so let's put a little here, a little here, a little here, a little here. This is the 3-inch mini. So let's see what we're working with here. All right, so that was 4 passes. I don't have to worry about taping. Doesn't look like it built up on the edges at all. Let's see what we got here. I may need some sort of polish removal aid to see what See if this scratches it, just wiping it off. Well, it certainly looks a whole lot better. Let's get a light out. Still, so that took all the water spots out. We've got straight line scratches. So I wondered if that's from us wiping the polish off. So let's do this. So that got basically everything out of it except straight line scratches this way. So I bet you using the towel scratched it. I feel like these towels are even softer. Now let me look at the scratches in this one. They're the same direction, so maybe I didn't put those scratches in. We might need to use a microfiber. Let's try it one more time. See what happens. Using even less pressure than I did before. Try wiping it this way. We'll see if we get scratches horizontally. It looks better, but now it appears that the eraser's leaving like little Let's try microfiber. Just see what happens. Probably gonna ditch this crap. So now we're gonna do microfiber and a compound S3 Gold. Shoals S3 Gold. You know, I think I'm gonna try something that finishes a little better. Let's try the new Jescar correction compound. Let's prime the pad. Oh, this comes off so easily. Looks like that did the trick. Got some towel linting. See, if I can't wipe it down as soft as this, then I'm not doing this. So before I get too hasty and start yanking this off. So we can't use eraser on, because now I've got circle spots. All right, I got a couple of bubbles. I got a really fine needle that I'm gonna try to get these out. All right, so I got the bubbles out. Let's take a look and see if I jacked up that spot. I did. All right, so let's do one more pass. Dang it, man. scratches the crap again. Just wiping it off. So the perfect finish is no good. Let's go back to the old 4500. So the issue with the Sonax is getting it off. Scratches it. I might need to compound it again just to get the scratches out. This is no good. Scratch the crap. All right, let me try on this side one thing, and then I'm out. All right, guys, I've, not due to lack of effort, can't seem to get the vinyl to work with me. I don't want to have to deal with this every time I wash it, whether it's coated or not. This is going to become such a problem. So I'm going to work on pulling this off. So I'm sad to say, I mean, this sort of makes my decision pretty easy. I worked with the two sort of rear stripes here for, I don't know, a couple of hours. Tried many different combinations. I can get it polished out and get it good, and then as soon as I touch it with a towel, it scratches. So I'm gonna bag the stripe, I think. I don't know what to do. I was really kind of digging it, but I just don't want to have to deal with a swirled out, scratched up vinyl forever. You know, it's just not my style to deal with that. What happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor.